Hi, I'm Phil Savage, news editor for PC Gamer, and we're here at Creative Assembly, where we're going to see Total War Attila.
I bring the end of days! I am the Scourge of God!
We left the Roman Empire just after basically the 42 BC, AD, and now we are more than 300 years later, so it's a big jump in time. There's a lot of things happened, and there's a lot of changes in the game as well, so I wouldn't call it an expansion, it's a new thing. At this time, Rome is still one of the most, or one of the strongest faction or the players in the world, but there are multiple problems to this Roman Empire. One is it's too big. Despite of almost 500,000 soldiers present in the Roman Empire, they're stretched thin amongst the border, and more people pressing against the Roman border, so it proves as a very hard starting situation for Rome if you start as a Eastern Roman Empire. But West is even in a bigger trouble, so we call the Western Roman start position in as the first ever legendary starting position in the series of Total War. You have the most amount of regions. You have almost the highest amount of armies and units in the world. Attila is the boogeyman. We like to call him like this. Essentially, the whole theming of the game is based on this early Christian kind of apocalyptic view of the fall of the Roman Empire. These early Christians looked at Attila and the events that Attila brought as the horsemen of the apocalypse. The Huns are essentially the bad guys. They are afraid of them, and Attila is essentially the leader of the horsemen of the apocalypse. On the campaign side, we brought back the family tree, and it's a very important role in the game. You have to nurture your family. You have to think about your heir. You have to just basically take all the members of your family into account. You can have illegitimate children, and they can have a negative effect on your like proper children, and that can have empire-wide effect. You can nominate people to become governors, and these governors are tied to provinces. You send them there. They get nurtured in the province. They bring all of their benefits to that province. So that can essentially any skills they have or any traits they have, it can benefit the province. And this time around, you need these governors to enact edicts. Yeah, barricades are a very important addition to the battles. These are preset positions in the battle map, and in the deployment phase you can turn these barricades on, and at any point from that time you can deploy people on these barricades, and these barricades essentially entirely seal off whole streets, and the enemy can destroy them, but many times it's easier to just go around. So one valid tactic is essentially try to channel the enemy, play some sort of tower defense game where you put archers on your barricades, and the enemy will try to go around instead of just going directly into the fire. And by the time they actually engage with your units, they are severely diminished, so it's an easier fight for you. Previously, sieges were quite contained and relatively short in terms of the campaign. But now sieges are lasts for years. If you lay siege for 6, 7, 8 turns, then this so-called siege escalation kicks in. And if you load into the battle, then you can see that the siege is ongoing. You can see the terrain around the settlement is muddy. There are corpses here and there. Some buildings are already destroyed. Some walls are damaged. So at that point, you can still choose, like, I'm doing the assault right now. And because of these already happened damage, it will be easier. Or you can wait even more, and then you get into a level of escalation where there are breaches. Right. And the defender is severely hindered. So at that point, it's very easy to go in and just have the on the street battle.
And that was Total War Attila. For more information, head to pcgamer.com to read my hands-on report.